with heavily decorative fabrics will test your patience. The combination of sewing darts and handling a heavily beaded or sequin fabric can definitely add some extra pressure and just require a bit of additional work. The secret to sewing a dart with highly ornamental fabric is to take a deep breath and just take the sewing process one step at a time. So while I understand you've come across this video because you are confused or frustrated about how to sew these complex darts, I hope that the little bit I'll show you today will put your mind at ease. Marking and sewing darts is for the most part fairly straightforward. The dart lines are transferred onto fabric using an appropriate transfer method, after which the dart is folded and stitched following these transferred lines. As with anything in dressmaking, fabric always creates a special circumstance. That being said, what happens when your project leads you to sewing darts into heavily decorated fabrics? When transferring the dart lines, tracing paper and tailor's chalk are no good here, as the lines will simply not show through. For this challenge, you will need to use a safe dart transfer technique that shows both on the face and wrong sides of the fabric. Tailor tacks or hand basting are perfect in this instance. These fast hand-sewn marks are visible throughout the sewing process and easy to remove once no longer needed. In this example, we're using hand basting to transfer all dart lines. Using a hand basting stitch, transfer all dart lines from the pattern onto the fabric. You should have 2 dart legs and a dart fold line. Once transferred, use a seam ripper or fabric scissors to remove all decorative elements from within the dart excess. If removing sequins or beading, use a seam ripper and work carefully to remove each one individually. Removing excess high pile from the fabric surface, use your scissors to trim the pile within the dart excess as low as you can get it. Once all decorative elements are removed from within the dart excess, you should have a clearly defined dart shape that is flat and bulk-free. Following the hand basting that marks the center line, fold the dart from the wrong side such that the 2 dart stitch lines on each side overlap and match up. This should be fairly easy to do now that the decorative elements are removed. Insert a few pins to keep the dart folded and hand baste next to the dart stitch line marked by the initial basting. A zipper presser foot allows you to stitch right next to the raised edges or decorative elements that would otherwise not fit under a regular presser foot. Starting at the wider portion of the dart and keeping the needle on top of the dart stitch line, stitch carefully until you arrive at the dart vanishing point. Leave enough loose thread to tie a knot at the end of the stitch. If you look on the face of the garment, the dart seam should lay flat and blend into the decorative fabric surface. Due to the heat-sensitive nature of almost all decorative fabrics, you will most likely not be able to iron the dart excess. To keep it pointing in a single direction, use a catch stitch to secure the dart fold line to the fabric surface underneath.